Season's greetings, everyone. We haven't done this kind of a year-end Christmas lettery thing before, but we thought this year might be as good a year as any to give it a try. Every day for the next week, we're gonna just take a couple minutes of your time and share with you some of our highlights from this past year. And we're doing it over the next week because if we do it all at once, it's gonna be long and boring. And we wanted it to be something that you are interested by and hopefully even a little entertained.
And looking forward to something every morning in your mailbox.
There you go. Let's start in January.
All right. Well, actually, it kind of started a little bit before January, but January, we knew that we had a little secret. And we weren't telling anybody because we wanted to make sure that plans were going to go the way that we were thinking. And so we just knew that we were ready for something new together, an adventure to see where God could use us in a different way. And so I had been applying to some different schools in the other parts of the world. And we were back and forth with interviews with one particular school in Indonesia. We waited through all of January and had given the school in Indonesia the deadline of January 31st so that I could be fair to KCS if I was going to be leaving them. So January was back and forth with schools and interviews and praying and
then there was that fateful day on January 31st. It was a Monday. I know that because I was still in bed, so that was my day off. Pam had already gotten up. She was getting ready for work, and then she was just about ready to leave, but she came in to say goodbye as she always does, but she also said,
"We're not going to Indonesia." I went to work and sort of wallowed throughout the day, and
the same people who had been encouraging us, we've been walking through this a little bit with, they had mentioned previously a place called Dalat, which we had never heard of before. And we had told them, this was mid-January, we said that we were just going to wait until we sort of worked through this one. But now it was the day after. And after they'd encouraged us, they said once again, hey, have you given any more thought to Dalat? And the day later, Pam finally had decided,
enough wallowing, it's time to get going. And so I looked up Dalat, didn't even know where Dalat was. Certainly didn't know much about Malaysia. And so I looked up the school and they had, lo and behold, a grade 5 position. So I started the process there, and much different process than the other school. Took me hours to fill in their forms, but they were upfront about salary and the missionary focus of the school and just exactly what they were looking for. So I put in the information needed, and within a couple of days I had heard back from them, and the whole process took exactly 1 week, including 2 interviews and some more paperwork. And in 1 week, we knew that we had been accepted and we would be moving to Penang, Malaysia, so I could begin working at Dalat Middle School in a grade 5 position with math, science, and Bible.
So that was basically January and February for us. We look back at it now and it was so overwhelming at the time. It just, all of the emotions and all the things we were thinking through in our minds and everything. But looking back at it now, we also see God's hand in all of it the whole way through.
So one of the big things for us was we have to sell our little townhouse. We lived in a strata complex that did not allow rentals. And so we had to put our house on the market. We enlisted a great realtor who walked through us and prayed with us.
We had it listed for 1 week, and then we took offers after the week. We got
4 offers, and we ended up being able to sell our house and bless a Filipino family. Heard a lovely letter from them, thought about it, prayed about it a little bit, and we accepted their offer. And the house had a for sale sign within the week.
A sold sign.
A sold sign.
Yes. And spring break started for Pam at KCS, and we thought, well, this is our last chance to do a Canadian holiday for a while. So we took a little trip to Nanaimo, and while we were in Nanaimo enjoying ourselves, relaxing and touring around, we loved visiting Vancouver Island, so we were having a wonderful time there. And our realtor then was able to send us a photograph of the for sale sign in front of our house with the sold tag attached to the top of it.
So that is our quick little overview of January, February, and March. And we will sign off for now and see you tomorrow in April.
Yes, so we'll
Maybe May.
tell you about April, May, and June.
All right.
See you tomorrow.